What's up everybody, hope you're all doing great. Good evening and welcome back to Cilinix Crypto, but also welcome if you're new. It's good to have you all here. And in this video we're going to be taking a look at Porto. That's the abbreviation, or the FC Porto FEN token. One of the FEN tokens that went absolutely ballistic yesterday and the day before that. I think it started already. Porto itself is up 43%, a little bit more against the market. Already had a bull run a little bit earlier, about 3 weeks ago. And this move we had the last couple of days was actually a total of a whopping 130%, with the biggest move being yesterday, I think. I think that was the biggest move. So I covered Santos yesterday and I covered some of the other FEN tokens in that video, but I also wanted to shed some light on Porto individually. Because of the volume, 420 million volume is one of the highest numbers of all the FEN tokens. Apart from that, I also saw some requests for Porto. So I just wanted to take a look at it, see what it's doing, see what's going on. And for that, I actually want to zoom in to the 1 hour time frame, because I think that's actually quite valuable. So when we take a look at that, you can see that earlier today, we actually had a huge move, bringing us above the upper bound of this resistance level between 6.5 and $5. And we actually closed above that. Which was actually a bullish breakout, but we didn't actually break out on the 4 hour time frame. So then again, that also shows you the importance of sometimes using the higher time frames to actually check for breakouts and not the lower time frames. Because if you're new to trading, you should know that the higher the time frame, the more reliable a breakout, or the more reliable the market structure. So for example, you can have an uptrend on the 1 hour time frame, but if there's a downtrend on the 4 hour, you might be better off shorting than going long. But there you can see that we had that move, didn't really have a breakout. A breakout on the 1 hour time frame usually isn't a real breakout, definitely not in cases like these. Then immediately dropped down, and I also have to say that we found resistance at 7.5. That's a big psychological resistance level. From there, we immediately dropped down all the way down to $5. Which is a huge loss, as you might imagine. But apart from that, $5 is also a strong psychological support level. So we found a lot of support there. And that caused us to touch 7.5 again. And we didn't actually close above 7.5 this time. Again, because we didn't close above that. But we did go a little bit higher, up towards 8.5. All right, so that's pretty interesting, because that shows that there's still bullish momentum for Porto. So I kind of wanted to, in this video, see if there's any chance that we could get higher towards the next price target, which for me would be this level between 9.5 and $10. That would be my next price target, but do I think we can hit that? I definitely do think we can. But at this moment, I don't think that it's the most likely scenario. The one thing we would have to do for that is, and let's see if we actually see on the 4 hour time frame this time around, we actually did manage to close above that 6.5 level. But I think we need to stay above that level for at least 12 hours to actually be able to get towards 9.5. All right, so that's the first thing. We need to stay above this level for at least 8 to 12 hours. And then the most important thing is that we close above the resistance, which we are struggling with, all right, which is 7.5. If we stay above 6.5 for at least a couple of hours, so at least 8, and then close above 7.5, on the 1 hour time frame, I think is enough in this case. Then I think we're going up to 9.5 and $10. But as I said, I don't think that's the most likely scenario. What I think the most likely scenario is, in fact, is that this level is not strong enough, 6.5, and that we'll find some support off of 6.5, but just to take another resistance touch off of 7.5, and then after 6.5 breaks, I think we'll find some support at 5.5, but only to take a break retest off of $5, consolidate on $5, and then later on this week, I think we'll drop down all the way to $4. I think that's the most likely scenario, but you should know, as I said, this is very possible too. So even though I think this is the most likely scenario, it's definitely not impossible to get another move up to 9.5. That just really depends on some very strict criteria. All right, so with that, that's the end of this analysis on Porto. If you do have any questions, please let me know down in the comments. But for now, I'd like to thank you all for watching and listening, and I hope to see you all in my next videos. Bye.